Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Clonks and welcome back to another episode of my FC25 Southampton Career Mode series. Today's episode is probably the biggest episode of the save so far, so if you did miss the last episode, make sure you check it out now. The link is in the description down below, so head there now before we carry on through this one and you get any spoilers. For those of you who are all up to date though, you will know that in the last episode we got to the final of the Carabao Cup, albeit in a very strange circumstance with that mad own goal to send us there, but I'll take what I can get because we have got ourselves in that final where we play today against Manchester City at Wembley. Not going to be easy, but it's one of those games that I'm just happy to be there. I wasn't expecting to even get this far in a cup competition this season, so the fact that we're there, I'm not going to complain. We do start off today's episode with a sim game against Arsenal before we do play that final against City, and then depending on how that final goes, if it goes to a penalty shootout, then it might mean that we play less games today, but we'll see. But the plan is at the moment to definitely play the whole game, then sim the Chelsea game, and then we either play that Villa game or that might be in the next episode, like I said, depending on how that cup final goes. This is how the league table is looking then before we jump into that Arsenal game. We are sat in 11th after 27 games, which is fantastic to be there. Like I've said a lot this season, our goal was to just stay in the league, and we are on course to do that quite comfortably. So yeah, all good to get to a final as well. Fantastic. We're having a really good season, so hopefully we can continue it today. And if we can win a trophy in our second season or first season in the league as well, in the Premier League, I mean, that would be just unreal. So we shall see what we can do. Let's jump into that Arsenal game. But before we do, if you guys do enjoy this video, please remember to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss anything else from this series on my channel. And let's go. I am pumped for this episode. Let's get the Arsenal game out of the way, and then we got the big one. Okay, so this is the lineup we're going with to face Arsenal in this sim game. We have rotated a lot because I don't want to risk any of my starting lineup, so we are going to play this, and we're not expecting to win this. This is kind of a throwaway game in a way. If we can pick up 3 points, then fantastic, or anything, I mean, from this game. But like I said, I'm not really putting too much focus in this because the big one is the next one. So let's jump into this sim now and see what we can do against Arsenal, and hopefully we don't get too many fitness issues, because some of our players are, obviously with Ramsdale playing, obviously he's a goalkeeper, but I didn't really want to not play Ramsdale in this because actually, to be fair, Bazunu's probably going to play the cup final, to be fair. He's been my cup goalkeeper, so I'll probably give him the nod. Anyway, I'm rambling now. Let's see what happens in this one. We got a free kick here in a dangerous position, so we're going to jump in and take it with James Ward-Prowse on it. Can we make it 1-0 here with James Ward-Prowse? I don't know if I put enough power on that. Oh, we've hit the post. That was an opportunity, so it does remain 0-0. Very close then, though. So, just a quick update on how the game's going. Arsenal just got a red card. I missed it, to be honest, because they didn't make it very obvious that it happened. It was a foul, and Arsenal didn't score then. But he's given a penalty now. Well, this game's gone absolutely nuts. So Jonathan David gets sent off, and now Arsenal have a penalty, unfortunately, which Saka's going to step up and take. We will jump in and try and save it. I think he's going to go right, and we do save it. Ramsdale with a save. Let's just get this away and let's jump back into the sim. So, still 0-0 here, but a couple of chances here and there. We obviously had that free kick earlier on, and then Arsenal then obviously missing that penalty. So, yeah, it's we're doing alright considering the team is rotated very heavily at the moment. So, I'm quite happy with how this is going. Last 5 minutes then, still 0-0 here, which would be absolutely fantastic if we can take a draw and pick up a point here, considering we obviously rotated very heavily and weren't really expecting to get anything from this. Then that would be that'd be amazing, and it does look like it's going to happen. We might even win it. No, it's going to get tackled. And it is going to be a draw. Even though they went down to 10 men quite early on in the second half and obviously missed that penalty as well, I'm happy at the end of the day to pick up a point against Arsenal with that lineup. That is a point that we'll definitely take, and it's a point now that puts us on 40 points, which should mean, I think it already did mean that we were safe, because obviously it's not as thing as it is in real life, but the 40 point mark is usually where it's suggested to get to, and that should mean that you're safe. But I think we were already safe, but it doesn't hurt to get to that point, to get to that mark, and now I think that we definitely should be staying in this league. But anyway, I've talked enough now. Let's get into the big one, the Carabao Cup final, next up. Here we go then. The Carabao Cup final. Southampton against Manchester City. We shouldn't really be here, to be honest with you. Let's be honest, with the team we've got, I don't think we should be in a final, but we can't say we don't deserve it, because we have played well to get here. So we simmed the first couple of games. We beat United on penalties, and then that mad semi-final to get here with that crazy own goal. In the end, overall, I think we did deserve it. However, this is going to be tough. This is going to be very tough. This Man City team is strong. Very, very strong. Which I shall show you now how strong it is. And here it is. Ederson in goal. Danny Carvajal and right back Marquinhos and Ruben Diaz as the two centre backs, with Theo Hernandez as the left back, Rodri in the CDM, Camavinga and Kovacic as the two CMs, then Phil Foden on the right, Erling Haaland through the middle and Savinho on the left. And then their bench is just as crazy. They got John Stones, Doku, Nico Gonzalez, Jack Grealish, Gabor, Mamouche as the backup striker, Gundogan and Kazanov, and then obviously Ortega as the backup goalkeeper. Our team is our starting lineup. We got Sinisterra, obviously Delap, James, Fernandez, Ugochukwu, Downs, Doherty, Greaves, Howard Bellis, Dewey and Bazunu obviously coming in as my cup goalkeeper. I'm going to reward him with the start in this. He's played every single game in the competition so far, so it would not be fair not to start him in the final. So here we go then. It's a big one, a massive game, and I hope we don't get smashed anyway. If we can go win this, it'd be absolutely fantastic, and it will be just crazy. So let's go and try and do it. But like I said, this City team is crazy good, so it's not going to be a simple task. Camavinga. It's a good pass out to Phil Foden. Phil Foden bringing it inside. Oh, he's going to get the ball back, fortunately. And Bazunu is forced into an early save in the first 10 minutes. They still got an opportunity though, City. Savinho. Good tackle, Downs. Although Kovacic is going to get the Erling Haaland. And Bazunu is forced into another save. But in the first 10 minutes, this game is going exactly how you'd expect it to. Man City pushing. But lucky enough for us so far, they've not been able to beat Bazunu, who's made two good saves, although that's not a good clearance. But that is a poor header, and we do get some breathing time. But crazy start. Downs is giving it away in a poor area. Haaland's in a lot of space. Kovacic and Bazunu saves it again, but again it's Man City with the chances. Bazunu keeping them out at the moment, but this is a lot of pressure on me at the minute. Okay, that's Delap, who is onside. Liam Delap, Ederson with a save. We finally get an opportunity in the 20th minute, and Ederson with a really good save from a Delap strike. We do get a corner from it though. Can we do something with that? No, Hernandez gets up first and gets it away. But finally opportunity for us. But it's going to take a bit more quality than that to beat Ederson. Although here come Man City now up the other end. Foden lays it back to Haaland. Erling Haaland's got round. This is a goal. Oh my god, Bazunu saves it. Bazunu is having the game of his life for the minute. He is repaying the faith that I've put in him to start him in this game. And what a strike that is. But it's a really good save. In fact, Haaland probably would have rather to be a bit more in the corner. He was sort of at Bazunu, but he's still got to be there to save it, and that's exactly what he does. But City are really pushing now, and I can't see it being long before they actually do get this goal, because they are really going after it. Another corner for City now then. Ball comes in, headed away, strike, Bazunu's there again. Oh, he's having one hell of a game at the minute. City cannot beat him, but if these chances keep coming at him, eventually they will find the breakthrough. Although we got an opportunity on the break now, into Delap again. We'll take a strike, Liam Delap, Ederson with a save. Oh my god, this game is all about the goalkeepers at the minute. Both goalkeepers in fantastic form, and that's a simple one for Ederson, but it's still 0-0 because the goalkeepers are playing absolutely fantastic at the moment. Still 0-0 then as we head towards the end of the first half. And there goes the half-time whistle. So, to be honest with you, I'm happy to be in this position at half-time at 0-0, considering the amount of chances City have had. Bazunu has kept them out. We've had 1 or 2 chances ourselves. But there's still a long way to go in this one, and you do feel like Man City are going to push up the intensity going into the second half. But we have always got that quality on the break, so if we could maybe just have a good counter-attack, we could even go and nick this. So let's have a big second half. Oh, it's a poor pass by Hernandez. Dan James. Oh! Delap has hit the bar. Oh, that was an opportunity. It was a poor pass by the City defender. I can't remember exactly who it was. And Liam Delap took the first time strike and smashed it off the bar. But we got some defending to do ourselves now with Phil Foden laying it off to Kovacic, blocked. And the ref's given a penalty. Oh... We'll have a look at it. I really hope that this isn't handball. I don't think it is. I think this is going to get overturned. I can't believe Delap didn't score then, though. What an opportunity that was. He probably should have scored as well. Oh well, that chance is gone. We just got to double check this now. From the first look, it didn't look like a penalty, to be honest. Full Foden plays it. It was already after that. So it was a strike here from Kovacic. Yeah, no, that's not a penalty. In fact, does it even hit his hand in the end? No, it doesn't even hit his hand. It hits his thigh. It's never a penalty. So that is going to get overturned, and somehow we are still 0-0 in this, despite a really good opportunity from Liam Delap. Good. Carabao tackles him. Plays the ball down the line into Phil Foden. Rodri, Camavinga, Kovacic, good football by Man City, and Haaland's got himself some space, takes the strike, and Bazunu is there again. He's having one hell of a game. Man of the match so far, definitely. Somehow he's keeping Man City out, and he's given us an opportunity here to maybe potentially go and nick this winner, because you'd think that City would have scored by now, but he's keeping them out. That's a poor cross though. And it's going to be easy for Ederson, so it is still 0-0, 65 minutes gone. James. Good tackle, Hernandez. And now City come on the break with Haaland, Kovacic, Camavinga, Phil Foden. Cuts it back inside, that's a good cross. Haaland, oh, Bazunu is there again. And we do get a goal kick out of it. Bazunu is having one hell of a game. Haaland They had no right to save that. Haaland had a free header. I thought that was destined to be 1-0. But Bazunu has saved like 8 shots on target. I'm pretty sure Bazunu saved every single one of them. Absolutely mad. What a kick that could be, actually. It's not. Although we will end up with it. Fernandez. Sinistera. That's a heavy touch. He's still going to keep it, though. Still got it. Lay it back into Doherty. There's just nobody there. Sinistera. Go to the byline, cross, play it across, and City get it away. Fernandez. Ederson with a save. Carvajal. Camavinga. Phil Foden. Still Foden. Haaland. Bazunu with another save. Oh my god, 4 minutes to go and Bazunu is having one hell of a game. Absolutely fantastic. Might be one of the best goalkeeping performances in a final in a long time. 2 minutes to go then. Can we nick a winner here? We'll get it to Liam Delap. He's got an opportunity to. Saved by Edison. And they get it away. That was an opportunity then for Delap again. We've had chances in this game, and that could be one hell of a ball, although I think Doherty is going to get there. Thank God for that. It looks like we are heading towards extra time. We are. Oh, we had an opportunity right at the end then. It was Delap one-on-one. He could have nicked it. It would have been one hell of a goal. But we've got no right to be in this game. Bazunu has been absolutely unreal. He has kept us through that 90 minutes because City have had so many opportunities. If you look at the match stats, they've had 13 shots and I think 9 of them have been on target. Crazy. But we have taken them to extra time, so you never know. We are still in this. It's still 0-0. You never know what could happen. We could go and nick this. It's a big opportunity for us. Erling Haaland then. Ball over the top looking for Savinho. We'll get to him. Oh, Savinho's bit of skill. Haaland. And there it is. Haaland scores in the 93rd minute, just after the full-time whistle early on in extra time. Haaland. It was a nice bit of skill from Savinho, and it's been coming. Erling Haaland. Eventually, if you give him that much space, he is going to put it in the back of the net. And unless we can get a goal now, we are going to lose this final. Disappointing to concede, but we can't complain too much. They have been hammering shots at us, and eventually they were going to score. So we've got a lot to do now. Ward-Prowse then plays it out to Doherty. Sinisterra back to Doherty. Good bit of play here. Ball across. Hutchinson. Oh, he's there. Oh my God! Just like that, we've gone up the other end and we've equalised. Hutchinson off the bench. Oh my God. Well, we don't want to lie down in this. We want to win this trophy because City score and we don't. We don't put our heads down. We just go forward. Nice bit of play. Doherty with a good ball across, and then Hutchinson just gets his foot on it. Just kind of loops it. In fact, it's not a clean connection. It's kind of a miss kick, but because it comes back across Edison, he can't do anything about it, and we equalise just as soon as we concede. So 1-1 it is. Still all to play for. Savinho then for City. Cross looking for Haaland. Doherty's there. He's going to fall back to Foden. Haaland. Rodri. Foden. Haaland. Oh my God. City got up the other end and scored again. Well, it's come to life in extra time. 0-0 through the 90 minutes, and in about 10 minutes of extra time there's been 3 goals. 2 goals for Erling Haaland. And we've got to come from behind yet again. City obviously really pushing now to show that they want to win this trophy. It's a bit disappointing. I can't believe we've just gone and conceded again, but there's nothing I can do. A nice bit of interplay, and Haaland, once he gets a strike away, he's making sure of it now. And Bazunu is starting to struggle. Maybe a bit of tiredness coming in. He did have a hell of a first 90 minutes, but now he's gone and conceded 2 goals very quickly. And it's 2-1 City. Still got it. Haaland for a hat-trick. 5 minutes to go then. This is our last opportunity. Oh, there's a heavy touch by Hutchinson, and it's going to come back at us. Although we are going to win the ball back. Right. This has got to be it now. Last chance. Here we come. Doherty. He's been fouled. Sinisterra. He's been fouled. We've got a free kick. It's going to be a yellow card for Camavinga. 2 minutes ago, this is the last opportunity. Then we got a free kick. Do I? Nah, I don't think so. There's no point. We'll try and work something. Tyler Dibbling. Armstrong. Oh, Edison with a save. That was it. That was the opportunity. And it does look like we are going to go and lose this final. I think he's offside. If he's not, it could even be 3. He was offside. But that is going to be it now, guys. I can't see us getting... Ooh, maybe one opportunity. Dibbling. Crossing. What a cross that could be. Oh, he couldn't get there. And that's going to be it now. We are going to lose. Man City win the Carabao Cup. It was a good performance by us. It was a valiant performance to go up against a strong Man City team and take them all the way to extra time without conceding, mind. In 90 minutes, we were 0-0. But in extra time, it was just... I think it was just that quality that showed. And at the end of the day, when you got Erling Haaland up top, eventually he is going to score. And he did score, and obviously scored twice to win Man City the Carabao Cup, but to get here in the first place was absolutely fantastic in the first season. So I can't be too disheartened because we weren't expecting to get here anyway. So it's a good learning curve for us to get here, and hopefully next season then we can push on now, as we probably have stayed in the league. So we'll just head towards the end of the season now, pick up as many points as we possibly can and finish as high as we possibly can. And we just got to say congratulations to Manchester City, who were the better team, to be fair. And Rodri does lift the trophy for them. And anyway, let's advance through that. That's enough of that. I don't enjoy seeing Man City lift trophies when it's against me, when it's in real life as a United supporter, of course. They can do one, but no, they did deserve it. They had all the opportunities. But I am proud of my team, and I'm proud of that performance. We did well, but it just wasn't to be. Let's head towards the Hull game now, and hopefully we can go and get a win and bounce back from this defeat. Hull team then for this first Premier League played game of the episode. Ivar Pandor in goal, Kandela, Gigot, Seydu and Giles as the back line. They got Matezo as the CDM, Alzate and Montiel are the two central midfielders. Then Balumi, Lyle Foster and Kaminski as the front three. So we did lose to Hull at the beginning of the season. This is our lineup as well, just so you can see it. It's our starting lineup, just with Ben Davies coming in over Howard Bellis, who is tired. But yeah, we did lose to Hull at the beginning of the season. I think it was the first game of the season. They obviously came up with us last season through the playoffs, so we're disappointed to go and lose to them at the beginning of the season. So hopefully we can get some payback here, especially because we lost them at home as well. So if we can go and get a win here, then that will be fantastic, and we should go and get a win here because we have been the better team all season, and hopefully we can bounce back from that disappointing, albeit a good performance in that cup final. Sinistero over the top looking for Delap, flicks it on to Hutchinson. Opportunity, oh what a finish. He scored a good goal in the cup final just now, and he scored an even better goal there. Obviously not as important, but still one hell of a finish. It's a good flick on by Delap to him, and then on the half volley to put it past the goalkeeper. It's been the first opportunity of the game, and what a bit of quality it was to score. And we do go 1-0 up in this one, but so far in this game it's been very even. But that bit of quality from Hutchinson is enough to break the deadlock. Kaminski. So Kaminski, Foster, and Hull equalise just like that. They go up the other end and Foster makes it 1-1. Very similar to how the final went just now, when eventually someone scored. Obviously City scored, then we went and scored, and then City went and scored again. So hopefully we can do what City did to us, because Hull have just done what we did to City. So 1-1. Alzate, Foster. Oh, what a save. What a save by Ramsdale. He did get a touch on that, and he pushed it onto the post. But Hull pushing to get that second goal. Another chance for Foster. And here we come though up the other end with Hutchinson. Can't get the ball across. We'll take this strike actually with Dewey, but it's an easy save. So still 1-0, despite Hull getting very close to making it 2-1 then. Opportunity on the counter-attack then for Hull with Foster. Takes a strike, and he's causing me a lot of problems at the minute, but Ramsdale is equal to that one yet again. But at the minute, Foster is looking dangerous. Balumi, Foster. That's a good pass. Kaminski's got an opportunity to make it 2-1. Ramsdale with a save, and he's going to put it in anyway. I'll make it 2-1. I thought it was going to be 2-1 anyway, but once Ramsdale made the save, it was disappointing to concede. It was Kaminski who took the initial strike, and then Ramsdale made the save. But for somehow, Kaminski still ended up with the ball, and he had the simple job of putting it into an empty net, and Hull take the lead. They seem to be a bit of a bogey team for me at the moment. It was Greaves that just, I don't know what he's doing. He should have done better than got rid of the ball, but instead he kind of trips over Ramsdale, which leaves Kaminski with that easy job of making it 2-1 with a tap in. So we've got to come from behind in this one. Kaminski, good tackle downs. Although Kaminski's won it back and played a nice ball into Foster, who really should have done better, but he's blasted it wide. But we're not playing very well in the second half, and if anybody's going to score, it does look like it's going to be Hull again. So we really need to step up and get something in this final 10 minutes, otherwise we are about to lose to Hull for the second time this season. Walker-Peters into Hutchinson, who's got one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Hutchinson, and he's made it 2-2. And just like that, we have scored. It's all or nothing, really. We've not been looking like we're going to score. But Hutchinson gets his second goal of the game and his third of the episode. He's having a good episode. Similar to Sinisterra in the last episode. This time it's Hutchinson. It's a really nice strike again. 2 good goals by him. And we do equalise. So it's 2-2 with 5 minutes to go. Can we go and get a winner? Or will Hull do it to us again? 3 added minutes by the ref. Then it's still 2-2 here. Hull have got the ball at the minute. Inside to Kaminski. Montiel, Foster. Good tackle, Davis. Have we got time to get the ball up the other end? Just about, but we've got to be quick with it. Nice pass into Akachuku. We'll try and force that into Delap. Good tackle. It is going to be a 2-2 draw here then against Hull. I'll take it. We didn't play very well in that game, so to get a draw from it is okay. Hull seem to be a bit of a bogey team for me, like I did mention earlier on. I think even last season in the Championship, I don't think we beat them. I think we did lose to them twice. I know we definitely lost them once, and obviously we did lose them at the beginning of this season as well. But a point again, so 2 points from both Premier League games in this episode so far. I think what we'll do now is head towards a simmed game against Chelsea. And I think that is where we shall wrap this episode up. We'll have the Villa game in the next episode, so let's head towards that sim game now. Okay, so this is the lineup to face Chelsea in this final game, which we are going to sim. A couple of changes for us with Armstrong, James and Manning coming in. So let's see what we can do. We did get a draw against Arsenal at the beginning of this episode with a weaker team, so if we can pick up another point, then I'll be alright. If we can win, it'll be even better, obviously. But yeah, so to pick up 2 points from 6 so far doesn't sound great. But obviously that whole game, I do wish we could have gone and won. But in the end, the way the game played out, a draw was probably a good result for us. So yeah, so if we can go and get something from this game, then it'll be overall a decent episode, even though we did lose the final. But you know, we were kind of expecting that to happen, so let's see what happens in this one. So an opportunity for Chelsea, and Nicholas Jackson, who is currently the top goal scorer in the league, adds another one to his tally, and we do go 1-0 down here with Nicholas Jackson getting a goal for Chelsea, although we're coming up straight up the other end, and Armstrong gets an opportunity. We do have a corner from that chance, so we're going to do something with it. Chance! Oh, I don't know how we didn't score then. But still 1-0 Chelsea. So chance for Jackson, who does get his brace. 74 minutes, 2-0 Chelsea, game over. Last 2 minutes then, 2-0 Chelsea. Still, we are going to go and lose this. Could even be 3. It's not. Jackson did try and get his hat-trick there, but it is just the brace for him. And overall, if you look at the stats there, Chelsea definitely deserved that win. So we do go to a defeat here. So let's go see what that has done to the league table before we wrap up this episode. Okay, so after 3 Premier League games today with no wins, obviously 2 draws and a defeat, but we do still remain in 11th quite comfortably. It is starting to look that like that maybe 11th is where we will finish this season, but that, again, I've said it multiple times, to finish 11th in the first season would be absolutely fantastic, and definitely nothing to be disappointed with, because it is good to just remain in this league, and to do it comfortably is a bonus. And we've pretty much survived now. The teams down there are quite far away from us. It is still quite close between the 18th position all the way up to the 14th position, so any of those teams could go down, but it does look like Brentford and especially Wolves look doomed to be getting relegated this season. Wolves going down creates an opportunity for maybe a certain Mateus Cunha signing for us next season. Oof, you never know. But again, let's not get ahead of ourselves. That is something we could look at in the summer, but we've still got plenty of games to go before now and the end of the season. So let's go have a look at who we play in the next episode. Okay then, so the next episode will be the penultimate episode of this season. We'll start off with a played game against Aston Villa. We will then play Brighton. We'll sim Brentford before then entering the month of May and playing that Nottingham Forest game, and then we'll have those 4 games there in the season finale. 2 tough teams in Liverpool and Spurs, but at that point we probably won't have, I mean, already we don't really have anything to play for, just to finish as high as we possibly can with as much points as we possibly can. But I'm pretty sure now that we are safe, and it does look like that we will have another Premier League season next season. But that is where we shall wrap this episode up then, guys. If you did enjoy, please remember to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss anything else from this series and my channel. And overall, probably not a great episode in that, obviously losing that final, which, you know, we were kind of expecting it to happen. I'm just so proud of the team to see how well we performed in that game. We would, expected to get battered, and if it wasn't for Bazunu in that first 90 minutes, we definitely would have got battered. But unfortunately, in the end, the pressure paid, and when you got a player like Erling Haaland in your team, eventually he is going to score, and he didn't just score, he scored twice, and it meant that we did lose. And then in the league, obviously, we had 2 tough games against Arsenal and Chelsea, which we did obviously sim both. Obviously getting that draw against Arsenal with a very rotated side was obviously a good result for us. And then that Chelsea game, again, probably expected to lose that one. It was just that whole game that we should have maybe picked up 3 points. But in the end, like I did mention, to go and in the way the game went, to go and get a draw was probably a good result for us. So yeah, it's not like we're really in a position where we need to pick up points now, but obviously I'd still like to pick up as much points as we possibly can. But like episodes like this where we're not really picking up wins doesn't really matter too much at this stage. But anyway, I shall see you in the next episode, which is the penultimate episode of this season. But until then, guys, I've been Clonks. Take care.